Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. McCole Hardman now on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Play action now. Purdy. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pass is caught at the 9. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. On the red zone, on first. He rolls to his right. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. To kick it away. Here's Moody. Brown with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown. He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Isaac Garindo to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. On the counter, McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
He dodged the tackle. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. They can get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, ball at the 36. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they come, second down. Right back to Pacheco. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And some nice running there. Gets him 8. Third down coming up.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the line. Here's third and 3. They've got a man in motion. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Garindo to return it. And That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a 49er first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, Purdy to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 5. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here.
Get set, get set.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. We sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Now After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brown with a return here. Making some progress here. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play action, Mahomes. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He's got it. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to push the field. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. On comes Bradley Pinion. Spent his first 4 seasons in the Bay Area to punt it. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. '49ers to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. yards on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has it in close. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on third down.
There's no question, Kate, if the big play is down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite. But it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Get set, get set. Stop.
On third and short, McCaffrey. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Purdy now on fourth down. Ayuk makes the catch. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. All right, here we go. Second down.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. At the 20. He's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Lindo to return it. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. And this one is launched downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First and 10 from the 41. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Get set, get set.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Purdy on first down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kicked off by Noel Williams.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Michael Williams there to haul him down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Makes the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Galindo to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer. For an exciting start to this second half, we've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Looking to throw Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out at halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Galindo to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Kittle makes the catch. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. He's going to throw it again. And he put everything he's got behind it. Trying to hit Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Kicked off by Noel Williams. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. He's got it at the 24. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to try another deep one here. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, now, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10
Come on,
at the
come on.
31-yard line.
Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hits his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a 49er 1st down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Take it in on the right side by Pearson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
2nd down, looking for options. Completes it downfield to Pearson. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hot 70.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through to the end. pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He dropped this down to McCaffrey underneath. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field.
He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them now.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The counter give here to Pacheco. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down. Niners going with some dime coverage here. To the air on 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
49ers 34. Harrison Butker
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. Good work so far. He's got room. Off to the races, middle of the field. And he is gone. Touchdown. And now the 49er offense heading out. They're going for two.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get two. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And it goes out of bounds, so that's going to snuff out the spark they were trying to build on here in the fourth. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running left with Pacheco. His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. No throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. One of the tight ends motioning right. 2nd down run by Pacheco. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Hardman with a return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing. Complete to Pearsall. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. They'll go play action on first down. Trying to push deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Peter inbounds. Oh, what a play! How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's first and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Kate, unfortunately, I think we're watching a welcome to the NFL type of game for this young man. Tested after the first couple interceptions. And like they say, sometimes when it rains, it just pours.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.